Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, my beloved brother. God bless you, man. You know I love you. I praise God for you today. Rick, it's really good to know God is a keeper. Ernest Pugh is on to something when he sings about he is the keeper of my soul. God is a keeper. God can keep you. God can hold you when everything around you is coming for you that you did not sin for. God is a keeper. Please move through your day with that song in your spirit, that message on your mind, that God is a keeper. Isn't it good to know that when everything around you is falling apart, God can hold you together because God is a keeper? Isn't it good to know that when there are those who come at you trying to do damage to you, that they can't get to you and have the last word on you because God is a keeper. God is holding you. God is keeping you. So please, whatever else you do, this ain't no time to give up because God is a keeper. And since God is a keeper, please recognize that God has plans for you bigger than the problems you are going through. God is a keeper. God has a purpose for your life in spite of the pain you may feel right now. God is a keeper. And since God is the keeper of your soul, recognize that you will get through it. Recognize you will overcome it. Recognize you will come through on the other side like gold because God is the keeper of our souls. Ricky, I'm shouting about the fact that God is a keeper. So y'all go ahead, have the blessed day ever, knowing that God is a keeper and God is the keeper of your soul. God bless you.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes after the top of the hour, front page time. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Rock T. The front page is brought to you by T-Mobile. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today. Good morning, our SMS family. Here's what's happening in news. 4 people were killed in a shooting early Monday on a Chicago Transit Authority train in Forest Park, Illinois, according to officials. The Forest Park Police Department received a 911 call around 5:30 a.m. local time. Authorities cleared the station, finding 4 victims. 3 were pronounced dead on the scene, and the 4th was taken to a hospital where they died. Officials say the shooting appears to have been an isolated incident with no immediate additional threat to the community. In other news, some vans at the back of a motorcade carrying Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz crashed while heading from the airport to a campaign stop in Milwaukee on Monday, but Walz was unhurt. Walz addressed the accident saying, "We've spoken with staff. I'm relieved to say that with a few minor injuries, everybody's going to be okay." It wasn't immediately clear what caused the crash, which occurred Monday shortly before 1 p.m. local time. Lastly, a wrongfully convicted Texas man who spent 34 years in prison for a killing in the 1980s was exonerated on Thursday, saying that while he couldn't get those years back, he was happy and moving forward. 34 years in prison, y'all. Benjamin Spencer is now 59 years old, finally a free man. A Dallas County judge granted a motion by the district attorney's office to dismiss an aggravated robbery charge against him, who was initially convicted of a murder in 1987 in the carjacking death of Jeffrey Young. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick rundown of today's news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up, Maria? Let's go with a little college football recap over the weekend. I mean, you know, USC beat LSU. Notre Dame knocked off Texas A&M. Georgia beat Clemson. You know, everybody did what they were supposed to do except Florida State. They lost again. They got beat by unranked Boston College, man, 28-13. They 0-2. That's two losses by unranked teams. College football. Hey, it's tough for Florida State, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Angel Reese, man. Chicago Sky's Angel Reese became WNBA's single-season rebounding leader, and still 8 games to go. That's what I'm talking about. And last but not least, San Francisco 49er wide receiver Ricky Pearsall. He was shot in the chest during an attempted robbery over the weekend. The suspect is 17 years old, tried to steal Ricky's Rolex watch in broad daylight. The good news is the bullet miraculously missed all of his vital organs, and he's expected to make a full recovery, man. All over a Rolex watch. It's my quick sports report right there. We got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
It show is 29 minutes before the top of the hour. Good morning, Briggity Tat.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. Man, so let's get off into it. Sad news to report, y'all. Over the weekend, Fat Man Scoop passed away after collapsing on stage during a concert on Friday and being rushed to the hospital. The 53-year-old rapper was performing at Hamden Town Center Park when the incident occurred in Connecticut. The cause of death was not released. Fat Man Scoop topped the charts in Europe with Be Faithful 2 decades ago and later contributed to other artists' hits, including Missy Elliott's Lose Control, Mariah Carey's It's Like That, Sierra's Level Up, and Chingy's Let's Ride. Missy paid tribute to him on Saturday, posting on X that his voice and energy has contributed to many songs that made people feel happy and want to dance over 2 decades. Our prayers go out to Fat Man Scoop and his family during this time. Yeah, that's sad. That was a tough one.
He's a good man. He was a good dude. Just overall, just his spirit was always positive.
Yes, he was.
Man.
Always lit up the room every time he came in. A very, very great spirit, great personality, genuine guy. So prayers go out to his family. Moving on, y'all. T-Boz spoke out saying that she and her team felt racially profiled at Ruth Chris Steakhouse in Northbrook, Illinois. Here's what she had to say.
We come to Northbrook, Illinois to Ruth Chris, okay? Now, I got on a hat because I've been traveling all day, so my hair is not combed. I'm not going to take off my hat. We get set down. We get bread, water, order our food, and then all of a sudden, 20 minutes in, the manager comes and says that I have to take off my hat. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So she's like, you got to sit at the bar. I don't drink. I don't mind sitting at the bar, but we're comfortable. I'm already tired. I don't want to play musical chairs. But then I look behind me, it's 2 black guys with hats and tank tops. And she said they were told, but they already ate their whole meal, and they're paying for their food, sitting in the same place. But you want me to get up.
Why would they mess with them? If somebody else is sitting there with a hat on.
She said 2 white guys?
2 black guys. 2 black guys.
Black guys. So
they were told to get up, but they didn't move, and they finished their food.
And they paid.
So I wondered, did they take their hat off and then put it back on, or they didn't take their hat off at all? And they had on tank tops.
They should have just denied her from the beginning so she didn't get all settled.
Exactly.
Just tell me before I even walk in the door.
Yeah. I've been told that before. Hey, you can't come in with this hat on.
Exactly.
You can't come in with a
shorts,
jogging suit, whatever.
Right. You know, in Atlanta, they got a whole sign.
But you got to say it up front, because once you let them sit down, then,
once they sit down and get all comfortable and order, and then don't let me look around and see somebody else.
Exactly.
That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to scan the room.
Look around. Exactly. Like, that's not fair. So I don't think she was wrong in this instance. So, I hope they rectified some kind of way, because Ruth Chris don't want to get a bad name for doing that. Not to T-Boz. T-Boz from
that name
TLC.
not too long ago again. Ruth Chris about something.
Something happened. I can't remember what it was. I can't. He back from it. Scoot up to you, Gary. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note. We're coming up next. Hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKEY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T.
BICTH.
John. J-O-B.
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
11 minutes before the top of the hours, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's time to expand your vocabulary with the Word of the Week. Every week, We let Gary showcase one of his favorite words and give us the definition of that word, then how to use it in a sentence. Gary, what is the word of this week?
Nah, baby. Y'all must be out y'all damn mind.
Come on, Gary, go for it.
This is ridiculous.
Gary,
This is becoming like bullying.
Gary, go for
It is
it.
becoming
It
like
is.
bullying because
It
it's
is.
ridiculous. Pull, Creed, 2D, then Osh. You see that word?
Gary, look at the breakdown. Look at the phonetic breakdown of it.
I'm looking at it. Pull, Creed, 2, then Ush.
Try
You
to
see that?
Try to pull it all together.
Yeah. Pull Creditioners.
Oh no.
Nope.
You're gonna break the buzzer on this one. Pulchritudinous.
Break that thing down, Gary.
It's like 4 syllables.
I think in the phonics you should have just put us, U-S.
Who's
at the
using
end.
that?
Thank you. This doggone is an adjective, Brad, and y'all, the definition is another word for. Oh, come on.
You gotta say
Another
it.
damn word for beautiful.
What you looking at me for?
I don't even.
Say it again. Say it again.
Pulchritudinous.
Look good.
From the word pulchritude.
Yeah.
Y'all act like this doggone word like we just use this word every damn day.
I bet
Ain't
Michael Eric Dyson knows the definition.
Well, he
of the
may
word.
know it, but I ain't never even seen this word a day in my damn life. Now, here's an example of how you can use it in a sentence. The jewelry worn by my colleague Special K, over that figures, is often quite unaffordable, yet
Affordable.
definitely pulchritudinous to look at.
Pulchritudinous.
I want you to say it right one time before we. Pulchritudinous.
Pulchritudinous.
There you go.
Gary.
Nobody uses that word.
You just used it.
This is so
Yeah.
pulchritudinous.
Yeah, it's so yeah, it's beautiful.
Instead of saying you're beautiful, you say you're
So pulchritudinous.
You probably only use that in Game of Thrones.
Right.
Ain't nobody saying that word.
It is a Michael Eric Dyson special.
Yeah, well, I guess so, honey. Well, anyway, that's y'all word for the week, honey. Pulchritudinous.
You can have that back.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary.
Say that.
We appreciate it.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What draws should I wear today? Oh, what draws should I wear today? Should I wear my pretty panties? Or should I wear a thong? What draws should I wear today? What draws should I wear today? Oh, what draws should I wear today? Wear my pretty panties, or should I wear a thong? Should I wear my pretty panties, or should I wear a thong? Should I wear my pretty panties, or should I wear a thong? What dress should I wear today?
Come on. Yes. Yes. Take them to church
That's
about
a-
your draws.
That's a real question, Jack.
Woo, yes.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Show is 6 minutes after the top of the hour. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Rocky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Boosie is angry, y'all, and a lot of people getting angry back at him now. They're saying his real name, and y'all know what Boosie's real name is. Here it goes. Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr. Now, he said that he is definitely not a fan of men who wear nail polish. He said the 41-year-old recently took to social media poking fun at men who opt to do more than a traditional manicure. Yeah, he said y'all don't need to be wearing them. He said if a man is painting his nails, it's equal to a man wearing a thong up his butt. He said, so get it sexy, get it sexy. And I'm like, that is so crazy.
I agree with him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I wear my nails.
Not
I just
equivalent
started.
to a
That's
thong.
ridiculous.
That's kind of extreme.
Too much.
Oh, not that much.
And how he know about thongs, but I wear thongs and I do my nails polished.
Well,
so
I
I mean,
guess you proved his point.
And it's weird.
It fits your lifestyle, though, Gary.
Exactly. So, I mean, and a lot of heteros are wearing nail polish I've seen around.
They actually do.
Yeah, they do. Hell
Usher
yeah.
had on polish.
That don't make it right.
Yeah.
But that don't mean they're not wearing it either.
That don't make it masculine.
Dwayne Wade wear nail polish.
Dwayne Wade, he's been wearing nail polish for the
enough
longest
said.
time. You know, so
but a lot of guys be wearing nail polish.
No,
it's kind of like a punk rock style.
Exactly.
Kind of like a
if
rocker
you're a
style.
goth
Like
type
rockers
dude,
always wore
if you're a goth type dude, I get it. But just a regular guy walking around, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could. I mean, but just because you're a hood figure like you,
man,
y'all the ones who be wearing the dog.
Rock T, would you get your nails painted?
No, sir.
Super Dave, would you get your nails painted?
Hell no.
Yeah. I ain't think so. Okay.
Seal.
2 out of 3 people surveyed.
Yeah, Seal wear his nails polished. People that got class wear their nails polished. Those that don't have class that spoke, they don't, of course.
You remember
what's Rocky?
No, yeah. Because he's like a rock star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about regular dudes. Y'all talking about entertainers. We talking about
these are regular guys.
Around.
They are regular people.
Regular guy walking around to work for the sanitation department ain't getting his nails done.
You don't know what he's getting.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Exactly.
Regular dude driving, delivering for UPS. He ain't getting his nails
They might
done.
want their hands to look nice.
Actually, I saw UPS driver with his nails painted red for sure.
Yeah,
what?
Now, I didn't ask him what his lifestyle was, but they were red.
I don't know about colors.
I seen black.
I seen black.
And
dark
that's the color I do.
I see black, dark purple. I've even seen
Y'all just
dark
gonna keep
gray.
trying to justify this.
You ain't trying to justify it. Just you, Joe.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It's a huge deal. I'm sorry.
No, it's not a deal. Trust me, honey.
I'm sorry. No, sir.
Maybe not red.
No, maybe not
pink.
nothing.
Yeah, no, you can do whatever color your heart desire, because they could be wearing it for pink for Cancer Day and red, honey, for the blood of Jesus.
So just
Day.
make sure you get your thong. Make sure you get your thong.
Just every day, right?
Every day. Nah. Moving on,
need
honey.
the blood of Jesus
That's
every
right.
day, Lord.
And other celebrity news, y'all. Oh my God, Kodak Black, y'all. He told the crowd on tour, y'all, that he was raped, honey, by 2 white women inside a bathroom. Oh my God, y'all. They're saying, hopefully everything is okay with Kodak. But they're saying, honey, I mean, this is sad. They say, some people are saying he's struggling with his mental health and what have you, that maybe because these women allegedly did this to him. But that's a sad situation. I mean, how could a woman, do such a thing to a nice, innocent man like Kodak Black? I mean, he didn't bother nobody. And then who was he dating? He was just dating somebody. I saw.
You tried to put him with Monica.
JT.
Yeah, with Monica.
No,
yeah,
they're not dating. No.
Yeah, and
He's very much happy.
That's Uzi Vert. Yeah.
Get your rappers right,
getting
baby.
mixed up.
Get your blacks right. And then my final story, y'all. They said, baby, Miss Jennifer Lopez just spin the block again. They said she back with Alex Rodriguez allegedly, which I
hope she not.
I hope she not. I hope he not with her, honey. She would be crazy, honey, to go back, but he would be crazy to go back with her, honey, because
I feel like he was the best one. I feel like they lasted the longest. They seem most compatible.
But I think the best one was Puffy. She should have stayed with Puffy.
You don't think
No,
that.
the one she's with the longest was her child's father, her children's father.
Oh, him, but he looked crazy.
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. Yeah, Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
So,
and they still have a good relationship.
Yeah. But she, I just think, honey, she just poo-pooed on everybody after she left Living Color from being a fly girl, and then she went on ahead and became a big star, and just all these other people she just left them behind.
That's when it started.
That's when it started.
After her fly girl days. Okay.
Yeah, honey, when she was a fly girl. So. What? All right. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is cocoa. On the high end, you say cocoa, and on the low end, you say beautiful brown. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Cocoa.
I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia. Happy birthday to my mommy. Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is Keenan from Raleigh, North Carolina. I want to say wake up to Auntie Ash. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is McKinley Cox out of Kinston, North Carolina. I would like to tell everyone in the ENC, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah, this is Leah calling out of Stanford. Good morning, Rickey Smiley, the Morning Show crew. I want to tell those behavior specialists over in Volusia County, y'all get up. Don't be worried about that meeting this morning because we still going to get our money. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
There's a whole gang of cities tuned in. Lock in. What's yours? Because we going to let them know. Let them know. Wake up, Chattanooga, wake up, and Shreveport, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Where you at, Jackson? Wake up.
Appreciate that. Bringing it time.
Welcome, Rock Teasy.
24 minutes after the top of the hour. Techie Tuesday's up next. Babe, Beyonce. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the top of the hour. It is Tuesday, so that means it's Techie Tuesday. Beyonce, good morning.
Hey, Rock T. Good morning to you. Okay, so the event that everyone is waiting for, if you've been looking for a new phone, I got to tell you first off, before I get to the scams, iPhone 16, it is coming. And of course, the big Apple date, meeting and conference is going down on September 9th. And typically, historically, that's when you can pre-order the new phone. So yes, be on the lookout for that. We will have all of the details. I'm kind of disappointed, though, from what I'm seeing. I'm getting a lot of bad reviews and rumor reports. Like, people really aren't that excited this year. And I will say, for all my Samsung fans, you guys are winning. Your technology is pretty amazing. However, I will stick to the Apple's operating system is still way better. All right. So if you have a loved one, the feds put out an alert yesterday because, we all see the FedEx scams, the UPS scams. Hey, click here for your tracking information. You're like, what did I order? Well, now what they're doing is they're emailing your parents. So pretty much the majority of us, our emails are on the black web and the dark web. And, they're getting these emails and they're like, hey, your Social Security information has been leaked. We're reducing your money. And of course, you're automatically freaked out. You're like, what is going on? So you click on the link, which is the number one no-no. Do not click on links. If you have a question about your Social Security check or any of your account information, the first thing you do is delete the email and then call the Social Security office directly. Do not click on links, especially if it's from somebody you don't know. When people send me music or they send me any kind of links, I do not click on them. I will politely email them, hey, if you would like to send me the file, here is my email, but I will not click on any kind of link because nowadays everything is a phishing scam. Once you click on that link, they can have access to your phone, your laptop, and get all of your information, your bank logins, everything. So do not click on links. That is the number one thing. And make sure you talk about this with your elderly people, especially, your mom, your dad, your grandparents. Make sure they know not to click on these links. It's very, very important. It's going around right now. Now, for all of my health people, we've been talking about health and wellness and all the tech gadgets. Well, there's a new thing called Withings BMO. And what this is, it looks like a little finger and it has a 4-in-1 health check. Why this is great is, again, for yourself, especially if you're 30 and up and, your parents. You can do an on-site ECG heart reading, your temperature, your blood oxygen, and also something completely different. Have you ever had like a cold and you're wondering if you're okay? Well, it can listen to your lungs. And that's like one of the things that, you automatically go to the doctor. It can hear how you're breathing and if you have congestion and stuff. So very, very cool. And lastly, there's this is something really different. I saw this and I was like, why would I need this? But if you're at work and you're trying to heat up your lunch and maybe you don't have access to a microwave, well, Wiltex Will Cook is a bag. It looks like a laptop bag. Now, the only difference between this and like other laptop bags is that it can get as hot as 176 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my
It will
gosh.
heat up your food. They're saying it can cook your food. However, I would never cook like chicken or anything in this. I would just, if anything, use it to like heat up a meal.
Oh.
But again, it's called the Wiltex Will Cook. You might work on a construction site or you're out in the field. Well, it can heat up your lunch for you. You can have a hot lunch right then and there. So yes, lots of things going on. And just a reminder, the Apple event is going down September 9th. So if you're looking to get a new phone, that might be something you're interested in. I'm your girl, Beyonce Aloysius. You can always hit me up and I will answer all your questions at Beyonce ATL on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Indeed. I'm due for that trade-in, Beyonce, for that new Apple
Yes.
phone, doggone it.
The camera's supposed to be amazing. I am excited about that. But, some of the other things they got to catch up on.
I just switched. Now
I
it's
know.
time to switch again.
Every September,
It's
I know.
worse than sneakers.
It is.
Like,
Now,
for
I
real.
will say, they always get you on the pre-order, and then at the top of the year, they know that they got to get their sales in. So if you can wait a couple months, I would definitely wait a couple months, and you'll always end up saving, especially around Black Friday.
And your phone start messing up.
You already know. Appreciate that, Beyonce, man. We got Jawline Sounds with a chicken and waffle mix coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Black Tony, what's up, dog?
Hey, sir. What's up, twin? What's happening? Look.
What up, son?
Hey, look. Let me tell you right off the rip, straight up, right off the rip, off the bat, straight up out the gate, sir. Let me tell you this right here. I ain't finna be the other day.
You think?
But look, sir. First of all, first thing you got to do, sir, to take me. Don't put this on the radio, 'cause this real personal right now. What I'm finna show with you. Because I'm not trying to see. You be thinking I be lying or making up. Nah, this dead serious right here, Shotty. This dead serious right here. This real talk.
Okay.
What done happened? What done happened is very tragic right now. It's very tragic, and I'm finna share it with you because I know it's just me and you. You took me out of the radio.
Yeah, hold on a second. Y'all hit that button over there. All right, go ahead. It's just me and you, dog.
Look, Shotty, you know it was Labor Day, and I went to a cookout, and I'm staying at my auntie house right now. She out of town. She out of town till Wednesday.
Right.
Shotty, right now I'm on the toilet stool, and I've been on the toilet stool since yesterday at about 2:30, about 2:36 exactly when I sat down on the toilet, because I'm compensated right now. I'm screened compensated, and I'm paralyzed.
So wait a minute. So you've been on the toilet since 2:30 p.m. yesterday?
Yo, and can't nobody come over here because the door locked, and can't nobody get in until my auntie get home back from out of town. She in Biloxi. She's not gonna be back till Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, and my legs went to sleep real bad.
They all numb. Yeah.
I was on the toilet stool so long, because I'm compensated. And I can't get up.
So what? Can you move your big toe, dog? Can you move your big toe?
I'm paralyzed. I can't feel nothing. I can't feel nothing up under my stomach.
Hold on, man.
Can you call DoorDash or Uber Eats and tell them to bring some SLS over here?
Well, how they gonna get in?
No.
Cause you gotta be able to get up and let them in, dog.
Rodney, can you know how to climb in a window?
I'm at work, man. I can't leave the studio.
I know how to climb in a window. He used to break in houses when he was down in the Virgin Island. They say he used to break in houses all the time.
Matter of fact, your check is up at the radio station, you know, Tony.
Yeah, you check up here, Black Tony.
I got to check up though.
Yes, sir.
It's in the envelope.
Ready? What's your name on it?
It's right there at the front desk.
Front desk, waiting for you to pick up.
All right, I'll be there about 9:45. I'm hollering.
You folks done got me again. I'm here at Krispy Kreme, and I went in there, and I told them people plainly I wanted a half a dozen of donuts. And then when I got the thing, they ain't put but 6 donuts in there. Now you tell me, do that box look like it holds a half a dozen? Yeah, I asked for a half a dozen, and they only gave me 6. Then talking about they charged me right. Told me, sir, get out of here before we call the police because I was getting loud with them. I'm telling you, that ain't right. That ain't right, y'all.
That man just wasn't adding up to him.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
5 minutes after the top of the hour. Good morning, Gary. Gary, quite contrary.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Lee Daniels, the wonderful Lee Daniels, y'all, is currently, y'all, in the hot seat, y'all, after suggesting a white character portrayal in his latest film represent a staple of the black community, y'all. Now, in a recent post, y'all, they're saying that the filmmaker promoted the release of his new Netflix film, y'all, The Deliverance, which I've seen, and it's a great movie, and thanked actress Glenn Close, y'all, for her portrayal of her character, Alberta. Now, they're saying that the post has since sparked much criticism after Lee Daniels said Glenn Close's character represents a fabric of the black community, y'all. He wrote, every black person knows in Alberta she's part of the fabric of our community, but we've never seen her on screen before. Thank you, Glenn, for bringing her magnificently to life. Now, especially because you saw the movie, and you know we all love Glenn Close's character in the movie, so what did you feel about that? She the fabric of the community, or the black community? Or?
I don't know about all that. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to give them all that, but,
So when they say the fabric of the black community, I'm trying to understand what
I think they mean because, she was half-breed. She was half black and half white.
Yeah. She was real good. She did a really good character. I really loved her character in the
There was some great acting in that movie.
Yeah, that movie was good.
Andra Day did a fantastic acting job in that movie. She was really good.
Yeah. So the whole movie was basically good. Brad, didn't you see it too? Did you go to the premiere? You didn't go to the premiere?
I didn't make it.
Yeah, but she did real good, honey. And I think, hey, if she's the fabric, honey, let her be the fabric, the cloth, or what have you, honey. So
But from
congratulations.
what little I did see, though, it was good.
Oh, yeah, you know, we
watched a
love
little
it.
bit of it in the studio. We
Yeah.
got the little...
His clothes worked, honey. She did that
yes,
character.
yes.
honey.
She killed it.
Yeah,
But
so-
she's always been a really,
No matter
really good
what
actress.
she does, she's
she's
kills
good
it.
in every single movie that she's
Absolutely.
in. She's never going to,
And
have a
Andra
bad
Day ain't
movie.
no joke either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
She's a
goodness.
beast.
She's amazing.
So is she a
She's a
singer
beast.
first, then
Yes,
an actress?
yes.
Or yeah, because
Yes.
she's a good singer, too. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, she's
She
really
played
good.
Billie Holiday.
Yeah, she sure did. Oh, yeah,
She
so
won a
good.
Golden Globe for that one.
Really?
That
Yeah.
She got
She could be a
nominated for
future
lot of stuff.
EGOT. Like, I
Yes.
can see her winning.
Yeah.
Because I think she could probably do Broadway, too.
She absolutely could.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, congratulations to them, honey. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Oh, my God, y'all. We haven't heard from Mace in a while. Mace is definitely speaking out, y'all, and he is denying. Here's what I'm telling y'all. He is denying using Ozempic, y'all. He said he eats fruits, vegetables, and water diet, honey, for his new slim look, y'all. Now, they're saying that the 49-year-old rapper and podcaster recently delivered a compelling freestyle on his It Is What It Is sports talk, and he, you know, with camera. And they're saying, y'all, that, honey, people wanting his Ozempic. They say, oh, child, he's doing Ozempic, honey, because he done lost too much weight and whatever and stuff. But, honey, he said it's fruit, water, honey, and all that. He said murder dropped the weight, got new yucks, and took it back to 96. He said that underdog bag hit differently. Fire! Whatever all that means, honey. That's some good rap. But I mean, is everybody making like everybody's, you know, taking Ozempic now because they losing weight and stuff or what have you? But
some people are still doing it naturally.
But it's hard to do
And there
naturally.
are other things besides Ozempic.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they got Majara, they got
No. Besides
oh, you mean
the shots,
medicine?
yeah.
Like diet,
Detox
exercise.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I guess, Ozempic, you know, it being the easiest way to go, the easiest route, honey. You know, I guess people say, well, let's just go the quick route, honey, and just, you know.
Now, I can't say that that's the easiest route because really you still need to do a little exercise.
Yeah, you do.
Because if you don't, you'll be all flabby and it ain't really the way to go. You can lose weight, but you're still going to end up having to get surgery or something to get all that skin off if you ain't working out.
Get your butt in that gym.
Yeah, so
honey.
a lot of people I know still go to the gym.
Yep. So exactly. Well, I don't, but yeah. I just don't.
Well, you use it because you use it for health.
Exactly. The ones that don't use it for health, yeah, honey. That's that. But anyway, so we
Still got to try to eat right and everything with all that stuff.
Because I was saying, let me tell you something, honey. If you stop taking that medicine, honey,
you'll gain the
you
weight.
will gain that weight back.
And that's with anything you do.
True.
The detox pills or anything.
Yeah, honey. Yes,
because
Lord.
all Ozempic, it just suppresses your appetite. It just makes you not hungry. So when you don't take it, you become hungry again.
Right, and
you start
you
eating
eat.
fried foods and stuff. You gain that weight back so fast.
Like so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, let's quick story. Let's pray, y'all. Let's continue to pray for Roland Martin. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking story, but they're saying y'all that Roland Martin podcast accidentally aired Nude Man, and the man showed his butt, y'all. Now they're saying,
Wait, excuse me, what?
They said, honey, but this is the deal. They're saying a video circulation online. Roland Martin was offering political commentary using video. Now they said, but instead of cutting back to Roland, they said the producer inexplicably cut to a video showing a black man walking with his nude buttocks exposed.
Shut up.
Now they said one of Roland's rival political commentators, Angie Stanton, is claiming that the video is evidence of Roland's love and admiration for black male buttocks.
Ooh.
Now they say Angela suggesting that Roland. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. But
This
anyway.
the Angela Stanton that was the...
Yeah, she's like a right wing
Republican.
She's a black right
And
wing.
she wrote a book about something.
When she was in prison or
Yeah.
something about Phaedra and Phaedra's husband. And
She's kind of
from
loony.
years ago.
She kind of loony.
Yeah.
Because how dare she say that about Roland? We love Roland. I know
Yeah,
Dog
we
knows
love
what that could have been.
Roland.
So,
We're
honey,
not gonna do
so
that.
Roland, if you listen, give us a call, and we need to discuss this.
He
so.
don't want to talk about this.
You don't think so?
No.
All right. Well, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua. My Kahlua today, y'all, is cocoa. On the high end, you say cocoa, and on the low end, you say beautiful brown. That's your Kahlua
That
for
same
today.
cocoa that made your alarm go off.
It's
Did you take your Ozempic?
okay. Okay. Nah, because, baby, this girl was beeping, honey.
Beeping.
You gonna remix cocoa.
Yeah, I ain't drinking no more
Hot
of that.
chocolate that he drank too much of.
Cocoa.
Cocoa.
Instead of jiggling, baby, it had me beeping, baby.
Y'all give it up
Go
for
ahead,
Gary
baby.
with the team.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call this segment Mama's Boy. There's been some weird stuff going on between moms and their sons on social media. but instances where moms are displaying situations where they're treating their children as if they were their own significant other.
Yeah, that's a problem, Rock T. A mother is now catching heat after she sends a message out to boy moms everywhere while breaking down the harmful attitudes and emotional and psychological distress that can occur as a result of mothers putting pressure on their sons to be the man in their lives.
Repeat after me. Your son is not your man. I have seen with my own 2 eyes how little boys are forced into manhood at a very early age. They are forced to be protectors. They are forced to go out there and be providers for their family and their mothers, okay? They are forced at a very early age to provide all of this emotional support to their mothers, right? I've seen so many women out here claiming that they got a man, or claim that they don't need no man, or claim that they married. They always so quick to let their man off the hook, but yet they want to run to their son for all of this emotional support. They really want to keep their sons right where they at for their own selfish reasons. Your son do not owe you none of that.
Come on now. So today we want to know what are your thoughts on this, and do you think that mothers cross boundaries when it comes to their sons? Call us now, 866-9-RICKY. Let's go around the room. Brad, what you think about this?
This is crazy. This is crazy. You shouldn't put that much pressure on your son. And I think you need to make sure you are their mother, and that's it. Like, this is a bit much.
Yeah, it is. Maria?
Yeah.
I think it would impact how the son develops relationships should he decide to get married or be in a relationship. And if he becomes a father, I think there's just so many psychological considerations for the boy, not only during his childhood years, but also as he grows into a man. So I don't think it's a good look.
Gary, what you think?
So what was the question again? Recollect my memory.
Skip Gary, go.
Say, man.
What was the question again? What was it? Because I want to make sure I answered correctly.
I mean, do you think some of these moms are
make their sons their husbands?
Yeah,
crossing boundaries.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, well, the saying goes, they say black mothers raise their daughters and love their sons. So
you know
I guess
what?
you can say that.
You can agree or disagree, but that's the best way to put it, man. Special K, what you think?
Yeah, I think it's a fine line. I think that mothers and sons, it's important for them to have a close relationship, and for the son it's okay for your son to kind of cherish his mom, but she has to draw the line at a certain point when he gets to a certain age to let him know that, this is a mother-son relationship. And
because how many times have we heard?
You can't rely on your son to,
that in relationships where the man gets married and then the mama is like on the side saying, do this, do that. And then the wife is like, you know, you're doing everything your mama, is telling you to do. Like, you're married to me now. So.
Right. So is there something to the fact that if it's a single mom, like if the dad is in the house and the dad is in the son's life, it's one thing. But what if the dad is not in the son's life and now mom is playing mom and dad?
Well, that's when I see it. Like, I can think of a couple of cases I know right now where I see that with single moms with their adult son, and it's way too, she's way too emotionally dependent on him. So, yeah, it happens, I think, in those single mom cases especially.
Well, a lot of marriages don't last, too, when a woman is married and she has a son, and then the son still lives in the house with the mom, and the new man comes in, and honey, it causes friction because the new man wants to be the man, but the son been the man all along until he came along.
So, baby boy all over again.
Exactly.
Layers.
Okay. Yeah, so there you have problems with that.
Now, our son's 15, little junior, and, Crystal, she at first I was a little like, wait a minute, you starting to spoil our son a little bit too much. But as he's gotten older, Crystal has done a great job of saying, like checking him, like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Treating him like a young man, but not like a husband or whatever, man. So the balance, there's a balance from a mother's love to her son versus a, that you my man type situation. So
right.
Let's go to the phone lines and see what y'all thinking out there. 866-9-RICKY, good morning.
I'm calling from Louisville, Kentucky, and I definitely think that moms can cross boundaries when it comes to their sons' expectations as far as what to do for certain holidays like Valentine's Day, or just kind of wanting them to cater to their every whim, their every need. Unless you're married, your mom does come first, but you still got to have time for that person who's putting in work for you as well.
Good morning. This is Kim calling from Charlotte. And I'm calling to say absolutely there are some instances where moms, especially single moms, make their sons their companions, and so it makes for unhealthy boundaries. In some instances, it becomes emotional incest as well.
My name's Angela. I'm calling from Wentzville, Missouri, and no, I don't. I know when to hold them. I know when to fold them. But no, I don't. I'm not just going to let anybody make a fool out of my son. But no.
My answer is yes, they do. And the reason why I say that is because moms today feel like as if their kids, they're actually going out with their kids and don't give them a chance to invest in their own relationships. Me, I had that same situation, and I learned from that with my own two sons not to do those things because it ruins marriages and relationships.
So I'm calling from Pompano Beach, Florida. My name is Shay. And no, honestly, I have two boys, and I basically treat them how I would want them to grow up and treat a female when they get older. You know, it starts with the mom first. So if you give them that motherly love and show them exactly how a woman wants to be treated, then everything will be fine in life.
That's a tough one because even if you show them how a woman wants to be treated, it's one thing to tell them and give them a little advice, but don't be the example. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, the one caller brought up emotional incest, and I'm like, wow, that is a real thing. Like, you can actually have that kind of relationship with the child.
Yes.
Not touch them or anything, but like where you
emotionally.
Yeah.
Beyonce, you got two sons. Talk to me.
I mean, as a boy mom, my kids are still young, but I definitely try to make sure that they know that I love them, but there's a line between like, I'm the mom, I'm the parent, I'm the disciplinary, and you're my child. So I love you, but I'm still like the parent. I've seen people and other moms where, you know, they do act like their son is their boyfriend or their husband. And it's just I don't think that they realize they're doing it because, you know, as a single mom, it is hard to date and stuff like that. And you do find yourself confiding in those people in those relationships. But I think that lady hit it on the head with the emotional incest. Yeah, I think that's big.
And we don't want to, you know, there's a fine line because I think it's really precious when we see videos of like, I saw a video of a woman as a mom. She was crying. She had a tough day. And the son came in and was like, Mom, are you okay? And he was running and getting tissue. And I think it's important for kids to be sweet and nurturing. Right. But when the mom comes and says, hug mommy, I don't feel bad, and this happened to me at work, and you know, it becomes like heavy on a child.
A burden, like yeah. And you don't want to stress your children out with what you're going through. They're children.
Absolutely.
Yes, you know, you got to keep them in a child's place.
Absolutely, man. Well, if y'all couldn't get in, man, y'all can go continue the conversation at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jeff Johnson, welcome back to the show, my brother.
Man, what's up, man? How you feeling?
What's up, Jeff?
What up, man? Hey, check this out, y'all. I've been hearing this story, and part of it is just, you know stuff when you realize you either old or you older.
Yeah.
I've been looking at this whole TikTok Chase Bank glitch thing, and I'm like, man, at what point did people think you wanted to play with a bank? I'm just confused, man. It's like,
Jeff, how did this become a thing?
Like, we all came up with scammers. So, like, I knew dudes that got other people to deposit checks that wasn't real. Like, I know them dudes. Like, if you live in Atlanta, you know at least one dude to do that.
Oh, they DM you all day on Instagram. Hey, do you have a Chase or Navy Federal account? I'll let your boy.
But when there's an announced glitch and you got TikTokers like, hey, y'all, Chase giving away free money. And people are like, them depositing checks that aren't real. It says a couple things to me. One, I realize a lot of these youngins, man, actually ain't never deposited a check before.
Message. Yeah.
So even if they had a job, they always got direct deposit. They never had a checkbook. They never actually deposited a check. So when you're disconnected from that, I don't know if you realize it's real.
Yeah. It's called a paper trail. And banks don't just give away money and say, oh, man, our bad. Let's write that off. No, that's not how it works.
And so now you got a gang of people with negative balances that are literally potentially facing bank fraud.
Yeah.
Because folks thought it was a good idea And listen, if you don't know, bank fraud ain't no joke. I mean, it's up to $1 million normally for every charge, up to $1 million in fines and potentially 10 years in jail. And it's folks right now doing time on depositing a fake check.
And sometimes you can't even open up a new account at another bank because you in the system as fraudulent banking.
Bank fraud.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Jeff,
So I mean,
Jeff,
this
it
thing
goes
is
back to
serious.
that old saying: if it's too good to be true, it is.
You know what though? But it also goes to every parent out there got to start having some different conversations, because there just is a different world, and there are things that some relatively young people or not so young people just don't know the rules for. And I think it's interesting because, you know, a lot of us that are over a certain age got raised by parents totally based on fear. Don't do this. Don't get caught with this. Don't ever do this. Don't go outside. And now you got a generation like go outside and do whatever you want. And so there are just some real rule things I realized watching this, man, because I just don't know a time where I would have thought playing around with a bank to get money would have been something that I would share or even do. And so we gotta have some different conversations, y'all. Really want you all to do something for me. If you are thinking about voting, please be clear that you are registered, even if you think you're registered. Because there's some states out here, y'all, that purge rolls, and they often remove people from the rolls. You got folks that will show up on election day thinking that they're registered to vote and will not actually be registered. So please go to iwillvote.com or vote.org, two sites that will give you the ability to put in your information and assess are you actually registered and where are you registered, so you also know, do you need to change your registration to where you currently are. Super important. This is not about who you're voting for. This is not an election announcement. This is if you plan on voting, please right now make sure that you're registered to vote, verify your registration, and then if you're not or you're registered in the wrong place, make sure that you get your registration done. It is critical for this election. Y'all, that's all I got for you. Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Always good to be with y'all. And I'll talk to y'all on Thursday.
We appreciate you,
right.
Jeffrey.
It's bad.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's
All
Tuesday.
Right. Not the Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and on that voter registration thing, just Texas, Georgia, and Florida in particular.
Yeah, but I just want everybody to make sure, man.
Yeah.
Because it takes 2 seconds it takes 2 seconds to validate, and you good to go. But yes, Texas and Florida, please, because Texas, Florida, and Georgia, they will have you off the roll, and you think you getting ready to go to vote, and you in good standing, and you may not be. So good call out, brother.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes after the top of the hour, bringing it tats. So it seems like we have someone that's in the running for Father of the Year.
Yes, we do. A Virginia father found an incredibly generous way to help his son and his new daughter-in-law move out of his basement by gifting them a $1 million winning lottery ticket. Now, that's a gift.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Andrews, a newlywed, had been living in his dad's basement since getting married in April while saving up for a new home. Little did he know his father had a plan to speed things up. Andrews' father purchased a Cash for Life lottery ticket from PJ's neighborhood variety store in Triangle, Virginia, and ended up matching the first 5 numbers. The prize offered the choice of $1,000 every week for life or a one-time payout of $1 million. Instead of keeping it, he decided to give the ticket to his son as a memorable wedding gift. What a wedding gift. He said, "I have a great father who has done nothing but look out for me." The proud dad joked a lot with the lottery officials about the practical side of his generosity, saying, "This was the best way to get him out of my basement." For Andrews, the decision on how to use the money was clear. He opted for the lump sum, and he is now looking forward to buying a home for himself and his wife.
That's
what
dope.
a gift.
Yes, that's dope.
Ain't that dope?
But as a parent, you can understand that because
yes, you can feel
want
it.
nothing more than to make your kids happy and
yeah.
whatever you have, they can literally have all of it.
Yep.
As long as it's good for them. So
Yep.
as a father, that's a great story.
It is.
But you got to kick me back something. Buy me a little. Buy me a little vet or something. Throw your boy
Not
something,
you want
man.
something from it.
I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna be thinking it like
Lord.
I mean,
it should have been enough to give it to him.
I'm telling you, but
How
I'm
about
still.
he give you some grandbabies?
Yeah, look out for
That's
me.
a good gift, right?
Some grandbabies and a Corvette. It ain't got to be a new one.
Just get a little something out, but I'm still gonna sit him down just to make sure he understands financial
spend it.
literacy,
Yes.
investing, and all that good stuff as
Exactly.
well. Don't just go be blowing this on one thing.
Right.
But that's what people like. If it's no good having money if you can't share it with the people that you really, really
So
love.
true.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
all about.
That is what
Why would
it's
you
all
want to hold
about.
that to yourself?
Right.
And,
Right.
So that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
there you
That
go.
was a great story.
I love it, man. It's good stuff. We got the front page coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready for that. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
26 minutes after the top of the hour, time for that front page. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. A wrongfully convicted Texas man who spent 34 years in prison for a killing in the 1980s was exonerated on Thursday, saying that while he couldn't get those years back, he was happy and moving forward. Benjamin Spencer, who is 59 years old, is finally a free man. Now, a Dallas County judge granted a motion by the district attorney's office to dismiss an aggravated robbery against Spencer, who was initially convicted of a murder in 1987 and the carjacking and death of Jeffrey Young. In other news, can y'all believe it? Voting is set to begin this week. Yeah, the first ballots of the 2020. Don't express your excitement too much. The first ballots of the 2024 election will go out on Friday. Y'all are over all of this campaigning.
I thought you was gonna keep going.
I mean,
I just thought y'all was gonna get some. All right, we excited. Okay. All right. So the first ballots of the 2024 election will go out Friday in North Carolina, one of a handful of potentially critical Sunbelt states. Then 2 weeks later, early in-person voting starts in Minnesota, South Dakota, and Virginia. Harris last week focused on the Sun Belt with a bus tour in Georgia, and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, also visited North Carolina. Trump, meanwhile, turned his attention to the blue wall of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, holding events in all three states late in the week. But a lot of folks are talking about this much anticipated and first presidential debate, which is set to take place September 10th on ABC. Lastly, y'all, a man was kicked off a Delta Airlines flight because of his Donald Trump shirt. Now, the shirt featured the former president wearing sunglasses with both middle fingers in the air and the now popular phrase, "Hawk Tua, spit on that thing," printed on it. Now, the man was allowed on the flight with the shirt and actually took his seat, but an airline employee told him someone was offended by it. He turned the shirt inside out when the entire plane boarded, but then he put it back to its regular.
Yeah, he should have been kicked off.
Yeah, he got kicked off. Yes.
He should be put on the no-fly list.
And he was not melanated, just in case y'all were
He
wondering.
should be put on the terrorist watch list.
Oh, I don't know if that
But
is
I'm a little
true.
biased because I don't like people.
So after he sat down, he flipped it back around.
Yeah, he flipped it
and
back
then they made him
around,
get off
and they
the
made
plane.
him get off. So it's good to see that happening and enforced on the other side.
It is.
Because we see it happen so much.
Exactly. You're going to learn today.
He
Yeah,
was
you
dumb
gonna
to
learn.
flip it back over after he
Yeah,
sat
I'm
down.
like, that's bold. So I'm glad they made an example out of him.
Me too.
I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick rundown of today's news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What up there, Maria? Appreciate that, man. College football recap over the weekend. Usual suspects, man. USC knocked off LSU. Notre Dame beat Texas A&M. Georgia beat Clemson. Everybody else pretty much did what they were supposed to do, except Florida State. Them Seminoles, boy, they got beat again by an unranked team. Boston College beat them 28-13. They are now 0-2 and stumbling out the blocks. Listen, I don't know what's going on with these Florida State Seminoles out there, but this is the wrong time to be trying to lose 2 games in a row, even though you got the 12-game playoffs, but it is what it is. WNBA's Rookie of the Year race is heating up between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Stephen A. Smith expresses his opinions on who he thinks is going to win this thing.
Caitlin Clark has been flat out balling, and she has elevated her level of play to a point. There is no debate. I understand Angel Reese has been doing a thing with the double-doubles, like 24 straight double-doubles and all of this. Major props to her, and she deserves, she's going to be number 2. But Caitlin Clark going to win Rookie of the Year.
Now, let me go ahead and respond to this because Angel Reese, she became WNBA's single-season rebound leader. Of course, he just mentioned 24 back-to-back double-doubles. But I may not have to – I can't disagree because the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark, they 9 in their last 3, and they winning. Chicago Sky are dropping. They trying to hang on just to make the playoffs. And because of those team stats is probably why. If it continues to go this way, there's 8 games left. If it continues to go this way, Caitlin
But if she's a better player, I don't understand that. They give MVP to in the NBA to the player that's not, actually on the winning team. Haven't they done that before?
Not necessarily. That's why they wait.
I don't know, man.
That's why they wait to see.
I've been watching
whose
Angel
team.
Reese.
Yeah, I mean, both. Listen, you can flip a coin because both of them are having amazing seasons right about now. But because Caitlin is on the end of the edge, and she's turned that team around. Because remember, they started off 1-8, and now they like 3 games over 500 and one of the best teams in the WNBA. And it's tough. You got the individual stats, then you got how important are they to their team and how well are their team playing. So you got to put all that stuff into the situation when it comes to who's going to be the Rookie of the Year. So it's going to be an exciting race.
You don't think race has anything to do with it?
I don't know, man, because they both been getting the praise. They both been getting high praise. Angel and Caitlin both been getting a lot of praise this year. So we're going to see. Let's see what happens with the remaining 8 games of the season, and then we'll see where everything lies, and then we'll come back and decide on who we think is going to be the Rookie of the Year. So that's my quick sports report. We can talk about it on social media at Rock T Holla. Let's get it. And Brad got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Good morning, Brigitte Tat.
Good morning, Roxy. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. A woman is blaming Kanye West after she was arrested for allegedly trying to steal a car with a child inside. Police in Evansville, Indiana, arrested Rickey Smith, 28, who hopped in the driver's seat after a woman headed into the store but left her child in the car. The woman told police that she was taking her child to daycare and had to stop at the store. She had left the car door unlocked and started to cross the street when she saw Smith getting into the vehicle. Now, as for why she tried to get into the vehicle, she claimed that she speaks to Kanye West telegraphically, and he instructed her to do it. Smith was booked at Vanderbilt County Jail and charged with attempted kidnapping and attempted auto theft.
Wow.
The moral of the story is don't leave your child in the car.
You shouldn't,
with the car running.
The lady
even
shouldn't
if
have
it's
left
not
her
running,
child in the car.
Yeah,
anyway.
just don't do that.
So
don't
they
do
didn't
that.
say nothing about the lady getting in trouble, but don't you get in trouble for that?
You
for leaving your
should.
kid in the car.
You should.
Yeah, they probably gonna get
Take
her
the extra
too.
couple of seconds to take that baby out the car with you.
And poor Kanye, why you gonna blame it on him? Talking about he's speaking to you
Telegraphically.
Wait a minute, but how do we know he's not?
Oh God, come on, because we don't. I don't
can't
personally
prove he's
believe
not.
in that.
You can't prove what she ain't here.
It don't matter if he ain't there. That don't prove nothing. He ain't got nothing to do with it. That's her word versus his.
You've been watching Twilight Zone too much. Go on to the next one.
She gonna say she crazy. That's about it.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
All right, y'all. Meanwhile, Adele, she told fans at her Munich residency that she will be taking an extended break from performing after her Las Vegas residency wraps up. During the show, she told the crowd that she has 10 shows remaining in Vegas, and after that, I will not see you for an incredibly long time. Adele told her fans she needs a break after 3 years of shows.
Is that black man gonna marry her yet?
Adele said she spent the last few years building a new life for herself, and now she wants to live it. She thanked the fans again before performing Someone Like You.
Is he gonna marry her
Talking
yet?
about Rich Paul.
Rich Paul.
Why don't you ask again?
I'm sure I'm for the telegraphically ask her, honey. I'm sure.
Telepathically.
Yeah,
but anyway.
that too, honey.
Oh, Lord. All right, y'all, we going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got the Praise Mix Down with the White Stone. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.